Here we go.
Well,
we haven't done one of these in a while, guys.
Oh, yeah.
No, we haven't. Jesus.
Yes, I am so excited.
Can we just play this the rest of the show? Weird Science. I fucking love that song.
It's a great song, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I got that on my iPod. It's a good song.
Bits and pieces and migration. Fuck.
Yeah. Ooh,
remember the TV show in the 90s? They did that.
I loved that show.
Yeah.
I think it came on after Raw. No, it wasn't after. I know they had it on like USA. I don't know if it was before or after, or like a couple of hours after Monday Night Raw. But I'd fucking watch that thing all the time.
Yeah. That was a good show.
But we're doing a remake of Weird Science.
Now let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Are we remaking? Are we rebooting? Or are we sequeling? Or are we updating Weird Science?
I would think, considering everything, I don't.
You know what? The thing is, I don't. I can never. I always. Okay, they use the term reboot, like rebooting a movie. Isn't that the same as remaking? What's the difference? I mean,
it's the same fucking thing.
I never understood the difference. Yeah, that's what I thought. Reboot. They have to think of some fancy term these days.
Maybe we could do something, because if they were actually going to reboot Weird Science, you know they would try to shoehorn in some shit from the first one. So I would want to maybe approach this as almost like the Ghostbusters thing, which they're kind of doing, which is like, here's a few things from the previous one. Like maybe you know, the boys had kids, and these kids are now fucking grown up, and they're having their own situation.
Well,
we're kind of like the new Vacation movie. Rusty's all growing up, and he's doing his own shit.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe it's fucking directed by what's his face too. You know, the fucking brand new Vacation.
Yes, I think this is a great thing. I think that what we should do is we should have like an update to this. It's going to be sequel reboot part 2, but not a remake, not an out-and-out remake like the Poltergeist was, or Psycho, it's not going to be a remake. It's going to be a reboot sequel. So we're rebooting the franchise. Yeah. So here we go, Weird Science, man. So let's start off with our stars. We're in our Hollywood right now. We are in our Hollywood offices in downtown Hollywood. Yes, me, Flesheater, and Sean. We're painting the picture. It is a nice Hollywood day. We have catering. We just ate we have a fruit tray in our room here, in our desk. Yeah. We got some bagels.
We're having stogies too.
Yeah, bagels and lox. Yeah. Some coffee. some coffee. Only the best for us. So what we're doing is we're rebooting this Weird Science. Now, look. We got to get our stars in order here. Now we have been able enough, fellas, to secure Anthony Michael Hall and Ian Michael Smith, from the original, to reprise their roles as Gary and Wyatt. We've also been lucky enough to get Chet, Mr. Bill,
of course,
Paxton.
Bill
Yes, Mr.
I'm back in the sequel, man. There we go.
Yeah, Bill Paxton. Now we've also, you guys, a large part of our budget, which it's not a huge large part of our budget, but we've been able to secure a cameo from Mr. Robert Downey Jr. Mr. Downey Jr. Is a very busy man, top of the A-list. He has decided for art's sake, for the sake of art, to give us a 2-minute cameo in the movie, and he, as long as we donate his proceeds to breast cancer awareness, so we're going to go ahead and get that done for him, and it'll just be a write-off anyways.
he's playing the role of what's his face from fucking Back to the Future, where it's like, this feels familiar. You know, like he's just gonna be like, oh, I've seen this before, and that's his fucking scene. Like Biff Tannen, this feels familiar.
So with that being said, guys, we've gone ahead and done that. Now the pitches that we received for this movie is the boys have grown up. Lisa, Lisa, we don't want to call her a robot, but Lisa has that'll come later. Lisa has disappeared. She last time we saw Lisa, she was the new interim gym teacher, and after that, Lisa disappeared, and the boys, now men, have sons of their own, who are in their teens. The boys have
late
gone
teens,
on
probably
late teens. The boys have gone on. The Wyatt and Gary have gone on to have very successful careers in computer development, in science, and they got much like Tony Stark. They have really gone full forward with this.
Yes,
and. But on a one night, when the young boys, and who are these boys? Who are their sons? Who's casted as these sons?
I've got a couple of ideas, and we can go different routes. But I'm trying to think of who to pick. They kind of have to be young, but they kind of had to have done a couple of goofy movies that would work, that would make sense, and also could fit our budget a little bit. And the first pick I have, because he's done a couple of these, he was in Neighbors, Zac Efron. You could probably get him to look young enough for it.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Zac Efron's a little bit too much in his mid-20s for me. Too much.
He is, but I don't know. Who do you think? I also have Dave Franco as my other fucking pick.
Dave Franco's perfect.
Because I've seen him play like nerds in a couple movies. I'd go with him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
He could be like it's not Wyatt, but he could probably be he could be Gary, probably.
Gary's son?
Who were fucking it'd be Dave Franco. But who would you pick to be the other one?
To be Wyatt's son?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna kind of go out on a limb here. Wyatt's son's apple fell really far from the tree here. Okay. I'm gonna say Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner again. Yes. I was initially thinking of that guy, but I was like, have we used him enough? We can just go right for him.
Yeah.
Taylor Lautner and Dave. Now, Taylor Lautner, if you remember, he was in our Point Break remake. So this would be, if he did that one, this would be perfect.
Taylor Lautner is, he's perfect. Because here's how it's going to go. It's not going to be kind of like they're so geeky that they're, because they were like geeks. In the original one, they were geeks in trouble together.
Legitimate geeks.
Yeah, this one, Dave Franco is a legitimate geek, right? And he's actually kind of being picked on in gym class by Taylor Lautner and his buddies, right?
Oh,
and
boy.
So that's what's going on now. Wyatt has grown up to be kind of a douchebag himself, That's why his son's a douchebag. He's letting the fame go to his head and the money go to his head and the power go to his head. Gary is a very humble computer. I guess you could say like a Bill Gates type, very giving to people. He's the very nice guy, as far as that is concerned. Now, Taylor Lautner.
And that's funny you mentioned that because he did play Bill Gates once.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Pirates of Silicon Valley.
That was a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
That was a good movie.
So he's having a hard time. Dad, people are picking on me. I don't know what to do. Blah blah blah. I don't want I want to get revenge on these people. I need to take a girl to an upcoming prom. No girls like me. And he's like, son, I'm going to tell you what happened. And he brings out the diagrams. He brings everything out, and he goes, now, we created Lisa. She's long gone. We don't know where she's at. Who knows what she's up to. Lisa's going to be nowhere to be found in this movie. Maybe until the end.
No.
Maybe until the end.
Right.
So he teaches her.
I've got a pick for our Lisa though. Once we get there.
I got a pick too. I think I got a perfect one, and I hope we're on the same page.
Okay. Maybe we are. Maybe we're not. I'll give you mine once once we get there.
Because my Lisa is perfect. I think it'd be perfect role.
Okay.
I don't know about
before you and me give ours. Flesheater, who would you pick for like women these days? Who would fit?
Okay, let's just say this. Okay, here's what happens. He's pissed off. He's upset because everybody's picking on him. He doesn't have a date to the prom. Taylor Lautner's picking on him and his buddies, his jock buddies. So we're having one guy this time make a chick, not two guys.
Okay. One guy making the chick. Okay.
Yeah, so he makes we'll call her Vanessa.
That would work. Okay, Vanessa would be all right.
Yeah.
It's not
so who is she? What actress? Flesheater.
Who is she? Flesh?
Who I would pick, and you can agree or disagree. I would go with Jennifer Aniston. I think she's kind of hot.
A little too old for this movie.
Little old, but I can understand. I could understand.
Well, she does look good for her age.
She does.
Yeah, it'd be all right, I guess.
But we don't want him to. We want him to have like maybe a mid to late 20.
This chick has to be fucking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And that means that she might not be the best of actresses. That may mean that she, much like Kelly LeBrock. Kelly LeBrock didn't really have much filmography before. She was just a model. Okay?
Yeah.
So my pick, because this woman has had maybe a couple of things she's done acting-wise, but nothing. She's not really known as this. She's more known as a model. My pick is Kate Upton.
Okay, yeah.
Kate Upton.
Perfect pinup, perfect body right now. Guys love her. She's just, you know what I mean? Like, and she doesn't have to do much. She just has to be able to walk around being pretty and being fucking hot. Getting attention.
I'm Googling her right now. See, I don't know if she quite has.
She's about that age. She's like 23. So I could see that.
I don't know if she quite has the attitude that I'm looking for. I mean, she's beautiful, absolutely, 110%. But she doesn't have the attitude.
I don't want to give it to like a ScarJo because first off, I think it would be too expensive. Secondly, I think she's above this movie. You know what I mean? Who's your pick? Who's your pick, Andrew?
Well, it's definitely not Scarlett Johansson.
Right.
It's somebody that you would probably expect.
Who, Amanda Seyfried?
Who's that?
No, wait a minute. Is it what's her face from Transformers?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Megan
what's
Fox,
her name?
Is that
Megan Fox?
Yeah, I had Megan Fox.
I was thinking Megan Fox, but in my head I was like, she seems a little. I don't know. There's something about Megan Fox that I'm like, I don't know. Kate Upton. You know what? Let's go with Flesheater on the tiebreaker here because this is actually our first tie that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
First tie that we've had with this because I guess I could see Megan Fox, but I'm just like, there's something that just doesn't hit me, and Kate Upton isn't really quite clicking with you. Flesheater, you're the tiebreaker here. Who do you think fits this role better, Kate Upton or Megan Fox?
As the new chick from the computer.
As the new chick.
I can actually see Megan Fox because she can play kind of like the you know, because you know in the original one, like Lisa kind of had that personality where she's seducing the two boys and all that, and I could see Megan Fox pulling this off. And plus, she hadn't done anything in a while, so I'm sure she'd probably do this movie.
Well, I was going to say her career's on a downswing, so we could probably get her for you know, pennies on the dollar, probably. But go ahead.
Yeah, I could see Megan, even though I don't really like her all that much. But yeah, let's go. I can see Megan Fox doing this.
Damn. I just wanted to see fucking Kate Upton's giant cans walking around, just being like, you little monsters get together. You know what I mean? Saying shit like that.
or another one, and she's got Hooters. Another one that I was thinking of was Christina Hendricks. She was in Mad Men. She's got red hair, big boobage.
Hold on. Well.
Christina. Let me see. Christina Hendricks. Let's take a look at this lady here. She's.
Wait a minute. I've got it. And we've used her before. Kat Dennings. Kat Dennings.
You fucking hit the nail on the head.
Kat.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Dennings would fit this because she's kind of goofy. She's got some attitude, and my God.
I can see that.
All right.
I got it. So Kat Dennings.
All right. There we go.
So Gary shows his son that he needs to,
make this
chick. So he makes her
this happen.
But it happens a lot faster, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does it happen, Flesheater? How does it happen, Flesheater?
Let's see. Oh, God,
I would think 3D printer. They probably have a 3D printer.
Oh yeah, 3D printer.
3D printing.
Yeah. Because I'm not really up to date on the technology today, so I can't really throw my 2 cents in. But 3D printer, yeah.
Okay, so we've got 3D printing. He's using that. That makes it a little more modern times. He's got 3D printing, and his dad has created, and also he has helped create a program that's almost kind of like human consciousness or whatever into it. So he's able to upload that with all these things, and maybe even Kat Dennings even reacts to some of the things that she's done. Maybe we can have some insider references to some of the actual work she's done, because he's taken all this stuff from women he's seen in movies and media, and he's put it into this memory, this drive, of all these things, what the perfect woman would be. So he's uploaded that into Kat's brain, or Vanessa's brain, as we're at with this. And so then what happens? Do we have a party right away? Parents decide to go away for the weekend, Flesheater? What do we have? What do we have going on?
Yeah, they, it's the typical, they got the party going on, and all of a sudden, something goes wrong, or maybe Taylor Lautner. I don't know if they're friends at this point, but maybe him and his jock buddies show up. And they they just show up, they crash the party, and he threatens to beat up, Dave Franco, he threatens to beat him up. And so they his jock buddies destroy the place, and then Vanessa has to protect Dave Franco, jumps in and uses her magical powers or whatever.
Now, are we going to be rated R?
You know,
this is one of those things like American Pie. It's rated R, but there's also an unrated version. Right. An unrated version that it gives you even more. Right. Real quick, by the way, we got less than a minute of live time, folks. So if this cuts out in about less than a minute, just keep listening. We'll have it up on the update. Check out intestinalfortitude.com for all the radio and everything like that. But we're going to continue on with this reboot. There you go. Yes. People need to know when this is cutting out, apparently.
Yes. And thank you for tuning in to the AndroidVirus.
Thank you for tuning in too.
Yes, absolutely. We love you.
So they have a party. Taylor Lautner gets into it a little bit, but then he sees this chick. Right.
Mm-hmm. Let's take it a step back. The night. I'm not going to say I'm not going to say his dad showed him how to do this. I'm going to say that he was a computer nerd like his dad, and he found it. He found pictures, and he found pictures of all his shit. And he's a computer nerd like his dad, so he's like, hey, I'm going to try this, and he did it, and he hacked into whatever he needed to hack into, and he created Vanessa.
Like maybe he's been working on it. Maybe he's been slowly uncovering it. You know what? I've got an idea. As far as like the night that it actually happens, Wyatt and Gary, they actually like have like a little get together, like a little family meal or whatever. And Taylor, so he brings his son, and these guys are kind of contentious or whatever, and it's like, go hang out with your friend upstairs. They're buddies and brotherly. He can show you all this sort of stuff. So it's kind of like Taylor Lautner's annoyed about this shit, but he's like, well, this is what I'm working on, and I've got the final piece or whatever. And maybe Taylor Lautner's like, no, she's got to have huge boobs or whatever. Like, they're not, like, she doesn't have full creation, but, like, he gives, like, a couple of things into it. But he's just, like, totally skeptical. He doesn't even like him. He's just doing this because his dad's forced him to, And then this happens.
Yeah.
This happens.
Well, he creates her, and then she tells him.
And then what?
She bones him. She gives him some love.
Immediately?
Yeah, immediately.
I could see Taylor Lautner immediately going for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Dave Franco's all timid. He's going to stand in the shower fully clothed.
Yeah, it's kind of a throwback to the other one, like his dad. Taylor Lautner.
Like, wait a minute, this is what would be hilarious, okay? You cut to you have like a remake of the classic scene where it's like she's made, right? It's like, what do you guys want to do first? And then you see like the shower floor, right? Like in the shower, and then you're like, oh, okay, they're both going to be wearing underwear or whatever, right? But this is where the rated R, and maybe it would be on the unrated version a little better, right? But it slowly pans up, and instead of like Taylor Lautner, he's just boning the shit out of her in the fucking shower instead. It's just a complete swerve. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
It's like a tribute, but then it's like we totally. It's like no, he just went ahead and did it. Oh my god.
Well, they go out. They go out one night, but they end up at a rave or something. Let's do the first one. They end up at a rave.
Okay.
The first night they went out and they ended up at a bar. They didn't get into the rave because they didn't have hey, the only way you can get into this rave is fucking with drugs. You have to have fucking ecstasy to get. That's your payment. I'm like, here's your ecstasy. Here's your ecstasy. Like, she creates drugs them.
Okay.
Think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she can just she gets them in basically with her powers.
Yeah,
she's got more powers.
Yeah. But I want to take this a little darker. I want to take this one a little darker, though.
Well, the tone's already been set when he's fucking her in the shower, so go right ahead.
Yeah, well, they go to the rave, right? And there's drinking and partying. Fuck Creeper some shit in fucking Lisa's drink. Or not Lisa's drink. right? And as these two idiots are partying and having fun at the rave, she drinks it, but she doesn't get fucked up. She already knows that this guy did this, so she takes him into the bathroom, right?
Okay.
Or he takes her into the bathroom, thinks it's all fun and games, and she turns his penis into a vagina. She has magical powers.
Oh.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, like she does.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, she turns his fucking penis into a vagina. But that would be. Oh my God! You know. So that I think
what happened.
Don't fuck with me.
He's
just
like, man, this is not cool, man. What did you do?
Maybe he gets a little topical. What am I, like Caitlyn Jenner? He just like runs out of the bathroom.
And just as a throwback, just kind of as a throwback, we'll have this guy be just as a favor to his brother. It'll be what's his name, Franco.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, James.
That's his cameo.
Yeah, that's
James Franco. It's just a cameo.
So it's his cameo. So just fun and all that shit ensue, and so that's his little cameo, and then they kind of have some hightail hijinks along the way. Some funny things happen. They go into a fucking. Maybe they go into a all night Waffle House, and the fry cook so happens to be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, I've seen this before. That is a beautiful woman. That is a beautiful woman that you've created. I've seen this before. And then she kind of has the same programming as Lisa does, so she kind of has Lisa's memories a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I can see.
So she's like, oh, I remember you. And he's like, what? And, just she could just fuck with him a little bit,
She fucks around with him a little bit. I could see that. Just mess it, and he's just like, fuck this shit, and just walks off. Just fuck this, walks off the scene.
So she's making him nice clothes and have fun and do all that shit. But much like the other movie, they're gonna have a big party.
Yes,
they're gonna have a big party to show everybody. So they have the party, but the people that I want to have show up to the party, like, hey, I got it. He's the caretaker of the house. He was hired by Gary, Wyatt's older brother, Chet.
Okay.
The house is big. They live in a gated community, and he's the caretaker. So he's kind of like the Biff Tannen. What's going on over here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But this time, like he's trying to cock block their game. I know what you guys are up to. I've seen this before. Blah 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 blah. He even tries to fuck her. He does all kinds of shit like that. And he eventually what he does is she turns him into another fucking frog.
There you go. Another slug. Damn it.
Again, God damn it!
I told you to leave them alone.
So they have like
a
party, but it's kind of like one of those. Yeah, it's one of those new school. It's like a pool party with cool things. They get a band to play, but Lisa creates the band, right? She helps them out with it. But what's the new band? What's like a new topical band that everybody's into that would play it? Like the band that all the kids like.
Well, it's gonna be kind of like a hip hop band. It's gonna be like a group. Like let's face facts, dude. It's gonna be some EDM shit probably. I don't know if they're gonna put rock music for these days. It'll be like some electronic bullshit that you don't like. You know what I mean? Be like we got Nicki Minaj to fucking play this one.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
It's got to be like kind of like a rock band.
So what, like your 5-finger death punch or some shit?
It's like who? It's got to be like a.
It can't be. It can't be
like. What about Maroon 5? That's kind of a douchey.
Yeah, but it's kind of for the.
That's a douchey. Huh?
That's kind of for the 30-something-year-olds.
Yeah. You know, I'm not so good on the newer fucking rock, man. Like I could probably.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
The newer rock, I'm not so fucking good on. It's you know, because I know the more of the stuff these days. It's just, you know. Like your Nicki Minaj or Katy Perry, fucking Miley Cyrus or some shit like that.
Like a newer rock, though. Newer rock. It's got to be a band that kind of is like a sellout type of band. And I'm not. This is where we're showing our age here in the Android.
So what you're saying is it's not going to be a band. It won't be a band like this. Where it would be like this. Oh wait, I fucked that one up. Never mind. I was trying to fucking play some Kill Mama. Jesus. Wouldn't be that.
It could be. Oh,
wait a minute.
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it perfectly. This band will totally do it because we're doing like a raunchy, you know, like a raunchy comedy movie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll find it. Right here. Watch this. Check this out.
Okay.
I gotta let this commercial play from stupid YouTube though for 30 seconds, but this is gonna be perfect, guys. I guarantee it. And you guys are gonna totally love it. You know, we got 17 seconds on this commercial. But by the way, for this 17 seconds, Christopher Poland is still ranting on his Yui Bowl. It ruined his night.
It really did?
Yeah.
For real?
He's pissed.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Oh wow, damn.
All right, I got the band right here. Right here. Here we go.
Okay.
3.
Jesus. Oh, fuck. Okay, all right.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's
Steel Panther.
It's some Steel Panther. There you go. some Jesus
Steel
Christ.
Panther's playing the fucking house party. You know, she's showing her fucking face.
Girls in a row.
Yes. Right here.
God damn it.
By the way, I'll be seeing those guys in roughly 2 weeks.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay,
all right,
so they're at the party.
All right. It gets fucking crazy.
The party's getting nuts.
Obviously.
The party's getting nuts. It's getting crazy. All the house is getting destroyed. You know, the black people are, you know, you got black people. It's kind of like a 16 Candles type of party. You know, all that type of stuff. But you know, it's an insane party, and they're like, we got to stop this party. This is too insane. We didn't even want to be popular. This Lisa is out of control, or in this one, Vanessa, she's out of control in this one.
Oh, like maybe the you know, whatever that was, the roofie or whatever that was given to her, like she knew what it was, but maybe she didn't realize that maybe it short circuited her brain a little bit.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going nuts, man. They need to find a way to reel her in. And his dad shows up back home. His dad shows up back home, and he's like, what's going on? He's like, look, Dad, I'm sorry.
This is what I
found this. And he goes, what did you do? No. What did you do? And he goes, I fucking got it, dude. This is the plot.
This is what happened to Lisa.
No, this is the plot loop. You remember I told you, son, your mom died during childbirth? Yeah, well, that's not true. Well, what do you mean, Dad? I'm going to have to call your real mom in to fix all this. What do you mean, my real mom? Lisa.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Brings her.
Fucking drop the mic. Yeah, dude. Fucking Lisa's his real mom.
Oh, yeah.
They got to call, and then bring in Kelly.
Holy
LeBrock,
shit.
An older Kelly or LeBrock. She's cleaned up. You know, they say, Kelly, look, Kelly, we want you to really be in this movie, but we got to get you in shape. We'll take care of the Botox. We'll take care of all that for you. We'll get you a personal trainer. We'll get you a dietitian. You got to get in shape in this one, okay? We got to have you looking great. We understand you in your 50s. I understand that. Look at Helen Mirren. She looks awesome, for her age. You can do it too. You're a former model. You got the drive in you. You want this gig, you're going to need to get into shape, Kelly, okay?
Just you got to drop about 70 pounds. We really want to bring you in on this one, but, 70 pounds is what we need off of you. 70.
We need 70. We're not gonna shoot for another 7 months. It's 10 pounds a month. It's fine with the dietitian. We can even bring in some liposuction here, for you. It's not a problem. We're gonna make you look great.
We know some people with some gizmos that can help you drop it. I know you're recovering an addict too, so we're gonna try to do everything, but we really want you in this movie.
But we really want you in this movie. We don't want to recast you, okay? We don't want to do an Arnold, with the Terminator where we CGI you.
I mean, we could get Jennifer Aniston here in 5 seconds. We don't really want to do that. We want to stick with continuity.
Yeah, we really want you. So what do you say, Kelly? What do you say? She's going to do it, guys. She's going to do it, gentlemen. Yeah. So
I get her. She's still a little bigger than normal, but
she looks
she
good.
Ain't no 80s LeBrock.
No, she ain't no 80s, but she looks good. She looks good. So this Lisa's come. Look, Anthony Michael Hall's like, I gotta call your real mother in.
Yeah.
What did you fucking do? I'm sorry, Dad. Blah 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 blah. And they bring her in, and now we have the battle of the fucking 2 fucking computer chicks. The computer freaks.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, they're gonna fucking lay to waste.
Yeah.
They almost remove they almost blow a neighborhood up. But if you remember, she has Lisa has the power of rewind capabilities, much like Superman, who just flies backwards and can fucking rewind the world. She has that same power, if you remember, so she can fix all this. But epic battle, massive.
Yeah. Game of Thrones.
And because of those powers, we can make it fucking outrageous. Like, we consult with Michael Bay on, what kind of explosions would you have going on in this neighborhood? I'd have the whole fucking thing fall off the face of the earth.
We got some powerhouses in this movie. Like, we got licensing is everything, right? We got the same company that make this movie made Transformers, right? Same company that made this movie, made, let's just say, like Terminator. Different things like that. So such kind of like, I don't know if you kind of got to dig a little bit. But the original Weird Science, when she brought those biker gang in to fucking fuck with them, it was a character from Mad Max. I don't know if you remember that. It was a character. It was one of the characters from Mad Max, and it was one of the characters from The Hills Have Eyes. Okay, so there was some licensing there where they borrowed these characters from another movie. I say in this movie, one of these Lisas is like, oh, really? You want to fuck with me? Vanessa's like, oh, you really want to fuck with me, Lisa? I'm the fucking real one. She turns her fucking, she has a yellow, no. She has a pink car she drives, and she turns it into like a bumblebee from Transformers. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, you want to fuck with me? Lisa's like, oh, you want to fuck with me? No. And then we get fucking Terminator.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. We're getting fucking Terminator.
Massive battle.
Yeah, Terminator.
National Guard.
National Guard comes out. Terminator fucking Transformer comes out, but they're fighting with their own fists, but they're not touching it. They're just shadow boxing, but one's using like a pink Bumblebee Transformer and the other one is using, T-800.
Like fucking robot jocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But then she turns her Terminator into a giant the size of Bumblebee. And they're just fucking going at it. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yep. It's out of hand.
This is great.
Yeah.
So massive explosion. And so who wins? Obviously Lisa, right?
Yeah, Lisa wins.
Finally shuts this bitch down? Okay.
She shuts this bitch down, but but what we find is that this bitch can't be shut down. She shuts her down go ahead.
Wait a minute. They fucking do something like there's a couple of things that not only like Bumblebee versus Terminator, but they take some licensing on some of the great fights throughout like movie history, right? And she fucking ends Vanessa's life by doing the Superman from Superman 4 when he fucking tossed what's his face into the fucking sun. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But I want to have a cliffhanger on this one. I want to have a cliffhanger.
Well, maybe it didn't kill her.
No. We end with that. Like everybody's cool. Lisa puts the house and everything back together. She puts everything back in order. But at the end, when Taylor Lautner goes home and he fires his phone up, his screensaver on his picture was Vanessa Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
And his phone black, like the screen dims on his phone. You know how you have like when your phone has the light. Your screen. Yeah,
you hold it too long and then it dims. Yeah.
Yeah, the timeout on your phone.
Yeah.
Well, the timeout on his phone goes from Vanessa's picture to black, and when it goes to black, what was her eyes remains red on the phone, and then we get to be continued.
Shit.
Yeah, then we get to be continued.
Holy shit!
Yep.
Wow.
That's it, man. Fuck.
Right back into that classic, There you go.